Welcome to Guelph Wrestle Hut. I am Andrew Sennedra. This is Captain. I collect too many Haas Cartwright ceramic memorial hats, witch fingers, and today we are talking about the top 5 tag teams that we got in for 2022. And my list, I guess doesn't matter how we start off, but we're going to be going, I guess, working our way down the list from 5 to 1. Yeah, I said top 5, right? Yeah, 2022. Anyways, I'm going to start with my list, and then you can do yours. I'm starting off. My number 5 is going to be Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan, because I really liked what they did this year. I thought they had some awesome moments. They don't tag all the time together. They split it up in the United Empire, but I thought they had some really good matches this year, and they jumped over in Forbidden Door. Unfortunately, they lost their titles there to FTR that night. But yeah, I got them at number 5. Who's your number 5?
Mine are not in specific orders, but I got those guys as well. Those guys are like an amazing team, and like I love Great O'Khan's his crazy
Mongolian chops. Well, that's the thing, is they have nice flavor too. You know, Cobb obviously as his own entity is awesome, but you throw Great O'Khan in, he's a really good ground wrestler. He was the champion in that. And then he was also, you know, his Mongolian chops. He's a bit of a character with his screams. So, yeah.
Hilarious. Always cracks me up. And then man, Cobb, that guy's a beast. The monstrous strength that guy has, and then his agility on top of that. Like, this guy's out of the world.
Yeah. So yeah, their tag team is pretty damn solid when you get those two together as a pairing. I guess we're moving on to my number 4, TJP and Francisco Akira from New Japan. I love these guys, the amount that I've seen them lately. They have had some amazing matches. I love they're diverse, and they're also being innovative in an era which is hard to be innovative right now with so much going on. And they're an innovative tag team, high pace. I think Akira has a lot of potential. He's just a young dude, and he's learning from TJP, who's one of probably the best, most well-rounded wrestlers in the last 10-15 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much known for like aerial high flying, but he is a really good grappler and submission based wrestler. He can do so much and work with so many, so I think this is going to be a real cool tag team to watch in the future.
Yeah, for sure. So mine next one would be the Briscoes. So you got those two crazy guys. I can't really tell who is who. They look the same to me.
Well, one's got no hair, the other one's got a bit of dreads.
But then, like, those guys are amazing. They had like 2 wicked matches with FTR this year.
3 now.
Yeah, 3, I guess. Yeah. Lost count. So yeah, check them out.
And I just didn't have the Briscoes because I didn't see them enough, unfortunately, because of ROH. So I did see them in CZW. They were, I guess, potentially in like an honorable mention spot for me, I would say, especially after the 3 matches they had with FTR. So I could see that being like maybe an honorable mention for me. I'll just throw that down there now. Anyways, moving on to number 3, I got Aussie Open. I thought they've been tremendous. I saw them so much this year, crossing over to AEW, New Japan. They had the New Japan Strong Tag titles. I saw them face FTR in Britain. I've seen them do so much, and they're innovative. And at the same time, they're big guys that are athletic and powerful. Well, not just powerful, but athletic and move a lot. They can work with so many different tag teams. I've seen them work with, high flyers, smaller guys, big guys, meat and potatoes like FTR. They're showing a lot of like capabilities right now. I see like why they're so high up on New Japan's list and of like a competing tag teams for the titles and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So my next one would be, I guess they're kind of broken up now, but Lucha Express. A boy and his dinosaur.
Jurassic Express? Lucha Express. Well, I guess they had a good first half, though, right?
Yeah,
very solid first half of this
year.
They
were tag team champs, and it was cool to see like a boy riding his dinosaur, and then now the Nemesis. But they were cool teams. They had some cool tag team moves.
Yeah, I was kind of torn on that because they had such a good first half. They were the tag champs, and they had so many good matches leading up to when they lost the belts, and then obviously there's their separation or whatever. But yeah, that one was a little tough for me because it was only half the year, so I was kind of torn. That's why they just sort of slipped off my list. My next one is the Young Bucks. They had an awesome year. They've had so many good matches again, and they are easily up here because of so much of what they've done with the Lucha Bros this year and the rivalries, and just they keep innovating a little bits here and there. I like that they've shown, not just the aerial, but like they've little pieces of their past. doing different things and adding new twists to their matches now and stuff like that. So obviously, yeah, the Young Bucks, I have them as number 2 on my list.
Yeah, my next one was also
So we've had like almost the same list.
The same team, and like yeah, those guys are awesome. I liked it a little bit more when they're like evil, like he's running around making like chicken noises. It's like it's hilarious, right?
Well, and also one thing that I could also like is their character, their enthusiasm, their energy. As it puts them up on this list, their entrances, their ring gear is exciting, and it's showmanship as well. So similar to my number 1. Their entrances, their showmanship, their ring gear, especially Mr. Penta El Cerro Miedo, like they're number 1, the Lucha Bros. Mostly, like they just got over the Young Bucks because I thought the rivalry with House of Black was really badass. I thought that was intense, and we've seen so many different variations of like Penta, like Penta Obscuro and all. Like he's evil, he's dark, he's hard hitting, and now he's bringing out the hammer. He's going a little more Lucha Underground style. So they took the top, especially Phoenix, right? Like you throw him in there. Penta alone is awesome. Then you get Phoenix. It's just there's 2 guys, they're uncanny. So how could they not be number 1?
Yeah, that's actually my last team as well, kind of thing.
We've had the same, almost the exact same list.
Yeah, those 2 rivalries were like amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of cool how like Malachi kind of turned Penta back into like evil kind of thing. He became Penta El.
No, Obscura, Penta Obscura.
Yeah, whatever. And it comes to like the shovel. I'm like, that's cool. It'd be cool if he like maybe spit that mist into Phoenix, turn Phoenix evil, comes back as Black Phoenix, rise from the ashes.
Well, we have too many hopes for like Lucha Underground stuff. I think that's what we have for the, we're stuck in that a little bit because we love those characters so much, but they're still very solid, and they've done really well, and have some really good rivalries this year. So that's our top 5. Oh yeah, you got your honorable mention. I guess my honorable mention should definitely be the Briscoes, though. I definitely think that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess mine would have to be the tag team champions currently, right? Hey, listen.
The Acclaimed. We both have. You have the Acclaimed as an honorable mention. Neither of us have FTR on our list. People are gonna hate these lists, but that's what's so fun about them is people have different ideas of what they enjoy in wrestling, and that's the idea. Is like some people are gonna have probably FTR number 1, right, or Acclaimed number 1, and we don't, and. So that's just how these things go, and you have discussions of why you like them and why other teams weren't there, and no reason to get all bitter. But
yeah, I thought about adding FTR, but then I was thinking it's usually like the other teams because like I don't really like I like the Flash and the High Flying, which is not FTR. They're more the slow style. So I'm like,
yeah. Well, we had that discussion that we thought like a lot of the FTR matches we liked happened to be against the Lucha Bros, the Young Bucks, the Briscoes, and we sort of added that to thinking, well, what's the common denominator there? All these teams that we like are the ones elevating these matches. Then we saw FTR in like other matches with different tag teams or whatever, and they just weren't quite as high up there. So we kind of thought, oh, maybe it's the other team sort of elevating the list, like Peyton Manning elevating Jacob Tammy into like a a good tight end, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's our top list. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you have a top list or your favorite tag teams of the year, we enjoy doing these. And next up will be our top 10 singles wrestlers of 2022, which should be really interesting because I'm pretty sure our list will be different that time. A lot more different, I think. I watch a lot more New Japan. Anyways, until next time, folks, how about some heavy wrestling?